Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Craig, known as FTFE, which stands for, forgot to flush everyone. Wait, no, Floofy the Freedom. Wait, no, hold on. It's Fight the Flat Earth. Yes, I argue with people that think the Earth is flat, or I cover their streams because they basically run for me a lot these days. Today we're going to be going over a very interesting debate that just happened on modern day debates. Now, I don't really associate with modern day debates anymore because of the House of Nazis. But this debate needs covering for a couple of very good reasons. Number one, the person he debated, ADHD Projects, is hilarious. Number two is because of things that Nathan showed, and we need to discuss what Nathan showed. The title of the stream is probably going to give it away. Yes, that actually happened. So that's what's happening today, and I hope you are looking forward to it. Do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe if you're not already, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the awesome streams that I do quite often. And you know what else you could do is really share the stream. That massively helps. Like if you take the URL and put it outside of YouTube, it tickles those algorithms. Maybe, I don't know, hack into MI5's computers and just replace all of the top secret files with the URL to this stream. That'll probably help, right? So the next 90 seconds or so is going to be an intro. And if you're watching this as a live stream, you don't really get to decide. But if you're watching this as a VOD later on, you can just skip through the next 90 seconds by tapping the screen a few times. But if you're here watching live, you've just got to deal with it, basically. And there's a rule. The rule is you dance because there's music. I can see you. I'm watching you right now. And if you don't dance, I'm going to send Daniel Pratt to your home. But if you do dance, I'm going to send you a sprinkles cookie this time. Enjoy.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
The FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Earth think that evolution's real. Chemtrails don't exist, vaccines work. Climate change is happening, we landed on the moon. The FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Sweetie, it's not alright. Baby, it's not alright.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Yeah, you better be, Rubiks, you better be bloody dancing because I ain't sending Daniel Pratt to my own house. Yeah, that's right. No, I didn't say you could stop dancing. No, you better dance for just the rest of the stream, basically. Yeah, well done. I love getting my captive to do as they're told. What do you guys do to keep your captive entertained? I let them do jobs for me around the house. You know, they get out of the basement for a little bit. I get my dishes done. It's all good, right? Yeah, I see that in an attempt to help share the stream, Zoomicide replaced all of the Epstein files with just the URL of my channel and my name. No. That's not. No, I didn't mean no. Oh God, no. Right, how are you doing, guys? Thank you for joining. I really do appreciate it. I promise all you that danced, I will send your cookie in the post immediately. You will absolutely get the cookies that I promised you. Not you, Gary. You don't deserve a cookie. Nick Wolf for £2 says, I want my cookie. It's on the way. I promise. Royal Mail, you know. Something about post delays or I don't know, something. So we are going to go over a stream today. Probably not all of it. Because it's only an hour and a half. Only an hour and 23. So we'll see how much we can get through. But it's of Nathan Thompson versus ADHD Projects. I like ADHD Projects. He's funny. Mocks Nathan quite a lot. And I don't know if Nathan realized that he was being mocked because he's basically too fucking stupid to realize these things. But some things happened during the stream. It has been edited out of the stream, but don't worry. people have sent it to me. Multiple people have sent it to me. I had about 15 people send me the timestamp of it on the stream, which has been removed from. MC Toon screen recorded it and censored it and put it in a Dropbox, and I'll put the Dropbox link up for anybody to see. And Max has just sent me an uncensored screenshot, which I now need to remove my eyes. So that's going to be happening later. The bits that I saw when I watched it indicated to me that there was maybe something bad happening to... I'll talk about it in a bit. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to go over the stream and laugh at Nathan Thompson. Apparently he gets extremely triggered in this. I want to thank you all for being here. It really means the world. Do me a favor and like the stream, like I said. Super chat, it massively helps right now. I've been having a lot of problems with YouTube and getting paid. So hopefully they will give me more money. And you can really, really help the channel by supporting me with some super chats or memberships or gifting memberships. Or even better, to avoid the YouTube issues altogether, if you really want to support the channel, just directly send me a tip on PayPal. Because that means I will actually get the money, because I'm now owed about 4 months worth of wage from YouTube, and I will be taking them to court at this point. And also it means you don't lose 30% of your money. So if you really, really want to support the stream, best absolute way to do it is to send me a little tip on PayPal, paypal.me/FTFE, and it allows me to keep doing this full time instead of having to go work in the mines. That's still a thing, right? Sweeping chimneys and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably have to go and do that anyway. Yes, Coda Guts, YouTube, well, AdSense in particular. My account got, originally it was due to privacy complaints from Stephen Alonso, which removed me from the creator program and stopped me getting my AdSense because of violations. Once that was all sorted out, they agreed to pay me like 3 months wage in February. And then my AdSense account got completely deleted and still hasn't come back. They have 5 days left for my appeal. And if they don't respond, I will be sending a legal demand to Google Ireland before progressing to small claims court if they don't sort it out. So feel free to super chat anyway, because I will be getting that money back. But absolutely the best way to support me and avoid the nonsense of YouTube and to stop just throwing 30% of your money at Alphabet because they don't fucking need it, is to just send me a little tip on PayPal, paypal.me/FTFE. Thank you very much. So yeah, Dihydrogen Monoxide said, what the fuck? What's that in relation to in particular? The me not getting paid thing, or Nathan Thompson doing dirty things on a stream? Frankly, if James has him back after this, James has some issues. So yeah, I hope you look forward to the stream, guys. We are going to switch over now. Was I a professional and set up beforehand? Yes, I absolutely did. Although it's not on the right page. So let me just change this. No, that's not the right one either. That's not the right one. That's still not the right one. Why is that not working? Where's the other desktop catcher? No, I absolutely wasn't a professional and sorted it out beforehand. Look at me, I suck. I guess you can watch me sort it out in real time. I go into my layers tab and I switch number 19 to number 4. There we go. vMix makes that so easy though. I do appreciate vMix. Right, so the debate was between Nathan Thompson and ADHD Projects. Quick preview of later on in the debate. He's wearing a duck suit and Nathan Thompson looks very, very happy. But it was a roundabout here where there's a little bit cut out that I will show you what happened. But don't worry, it's censored. Amber says, were you a chimney sweep on a submarine? Yeah, the chimneys on submarines got absolutely caked. All that uranium sludge just out the chimney every time. So it's only about an hour and 23 minutes, so we'll see how much we can get through. And I hope you look forward to it. F Grudge says, what dihydrogen monoxide said? What the fuck? But yes, both. Yeah, like I said, I am currently fighting YouTube and AdSense in particular because I just get... This is what I get when I try to log on to my AdSense at the moment. Just, it's gone. It's just not there anymore. Because fuck me, I guess, right? Nathan Oakley, any thoughts before we get started?
Hi, my name's Nathan Oakley, and I have been lying to people about the Earth being flat for a lot of years. I did this to hide the fact I have a small penis.
Yeah, I did hear that, right? Didn't I? Oh dear. Vlad, any thoughts from you?
Honestly, this is what I believe. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a flat earther. Either A, he knows it, B, he doesn't know it. But here's what I know is that he is backing away from, he's beginning to back away from the shit we could just set his ass on fire about, because he doesn't want to go up against an Eric Dubé or a Bro Sanchez or a Blacklight, anybody like that. He doesn't want to go up against them, because now you're going to have to compare oranges to our oranges.
Don't pretend you've ever eaten an orange in your life, Vlad. You're like you got scurvy, for fuck's sake. Have you guys sent your fluids to the foundries lately? It's very important, apparently. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. No further ado. Enjoy the derp. Facepalm protections engaged. Thank you very much. And those of you that ordered facepalm protection on my most recent membership stream, I have ordered some new gloves, and I'm waiting for the transfer part to come, and then I'll get them made and sent out to you. So thank you very much for the support there. Oh, I've muted it.
And we are starting right now with Ammon's opening statement. Thanks for being with us. Ammon, the floor is all yours.
All right. I have a presentation, so let's go ahead and get that shared. Let me know when you can see it.
We are ready for you.
Okay, so I've got some pretty simple observations that we can go off of that can help us understand the shape of the Earth. This discussion has been going on for thousands of years. So let's talk about observation number one. One time I was in California on the beach looking out over the horizon, and I noticed that there was boats that seemed to be sinking.
Oh, God! No! Oh, those poor people. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's such a shame, right? Moment of silence for the sailors that are obviously going to drown. I don't know if you know, guys, but boats should not be underwater like that. And, I mean, that's the only explanation, unless, someone's hiding the rest of the boats. Like, especially that one on the left there, most of it's underwater at this point. Oh, God.
But no one seemed to be panicking that these boats were sinking. And so I thought that maybe...
I know what it is. They're clearly hidden by those waves, right? You see those little waves, right? Let me put up full so you can actually see all the... That's what it is. These waves here, they're clearly hiding the rest of the boat, aren't they? I mean, I don't know what's happening. I'm confused. Brenda, hello, my friend. How you doing? For $2 says an NDT told Vlad to make sure he cleaned his windows. Is Vlad the guy that when you put up at the stoplight, has like some scrunched up tissue and some soapy water and just like spreads like dirt around your windscreen? Is that what Vlad is?
As these boats were going away, they were like curving down over something. And that made me think maybe the Earth isn't flat. Maybe it's a giant sphere. So maybe there's some other observations that we can make that can tell us whether or not the Earth is in fact a sphere. You can see these two images here. I've got a boat over on the right, some sort of carrier or something that seems to be halfway in the water, halfway out. And then over on the left, we have wind turbines, which we know wind turbines do not operate under the water because there's no wind underneath the water.
Well, they're obviously those new wind / current in the water turbines, right? I think that would work. I'm sure of it. I mean, it's not like I was a wind farm project manager for Enertrag for a few years. It's not like I helped design a bunch of the infrastructure for wind power in Scotland. I wouldn't know anything about wind turbines, right? No, I'm sure they could work underwater. I don't know what you're talking about.
So observation 2. Sun paths move from left to right.
Rachbot says you're looking awesome. Thank you. Please ignore the massive spot on the side of my face. Yeah, I get those every now and then. Yeah.
Well, setting. I'm in the northern hemisphere. I'm in Utah. This is how it happens. It starts up on the left side of the sky, moves down to the right, like in this image. which is exactly what I would have thought on a flat Earth, right? Where we're on a disk and it's going around in a clockwise motion. We should see it cut to the right as it is going away from us, as it's going around the flat Earth, which that totally makes sense. And again, star trails in the northern hemisphere all go around a central point, which is near the North Star, near Polaris, but not Polaris. Which again, this kind of corroborates the flat Earth theory that there is this giant dome that is going around us, which that makes sense so far for a flat Earth. So we've got one observation of boats going over the horizon, but two that go for flat Earth. So I got thinking, well, if it's flat, then what?
Why is the ground round? Is he like on an inverted hit?
Other observations can we make? Okay. In fact, I live in the northern hemisphere, so I'm going to fly to the southern hemisphere. Oh, hey, funny story. That is the same shirt. So I flew to Australia here. This is me with an albino kangaroo, and then I'm also walking around. That's actually a debunk of Angels of Lies video that I'm filming right there while in Australia.
That is actually the cutest thing I've ever seen, an albino kangaroo. Oh my god. I did not know kangaroos could have albinism. Albinism? How'd you say that?
Australia. I was actually, in fact, in Australia during the final experiment. So I flew to Australia. While I was in Australia, the
tiny captain says, we have wind turbines in Netherlands. Most of the country is below sea level. We just told the water to get out. Albinism. Albinism. Hey, First Amender, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you as well. Appreciate it. And we've got Alison Aviation, an actual pilot, sending me $2 and says, greetings from down under, starting well so far. Nick Wall for £2. What about Monty Python's banana-shaped Earth? That's the fucking secret. Shh. Banana-shaped Earth, fucking hell. Why would you do that? Like, there's people watching. Guys, if you could just do me a favor and quickly look at the screen. Nick Wall just mentioned the banana-shaped Earth, so just look at the screen for 1 second. Anyway, that albino kangaroo was pretty awesome, huh?
Stuck my camera out the window, and I noticed that the horizon was lower than eye level, like extremely lower than eye level. You can see in this image here,
clearly.
The sun obviously also below eye level, which is weird. Apparently, we flew over the sun if the Earth was flat. So while I was in Australia, I made some observations of the sun. I noticed that the sun was setting the opposite direction. It was actually starting up. If you were facing due west, it would start in the right, up to the right, and then it would cut to the left, which doesn't really make sense on a flat Earth, because on a flat Earth, again, we've got the disk and it's going clockwise around. We actually should see it cut more to the right as it sets, because we're on the outside of the disk, and it should cut more to the right. But it doesn't do that. It's cutting to the left. It starts on the top right, cuts down to the left, which is the opposite of the northern hemisphere for some reason. Doesn't make sense on a flat Earth now. So we're seeing some discrepancies with observation on the flat Earth. So I got
it's almost like the Earth is like that thing there, or like this thing here, just not with the Star Trek Delta on top. That's I'm a fucking nerd. Deal with it. We've got Safri Rock says, sorry about the ban on Facebook. It's hilarious, though. Yeah, so earlier on, I was talking to some friends on Facebook. I phoned one of them, actually. I was meant to phone a Flerf, but I phoned them by accident. And literally straight after that phone call, Facebook freaked out. You're like, you're a bot. You're spamming. I'm going to ban you for 7 days. So I'm once again banned on Messenger on Facebook for 7 days because fuck me, I guess.
Thinking, well, what does it look like in the on the equator? I'm in the northern hemisphere, went to the southern hemisphere, made the same observation. Well, it turns out on the equator, it sets pretty linearly, depending on what time of the year you're there. The solstice, which actually happened recently, today maybe, it went straight down. And then in the northern hemisphere, it's cutting to the right. Southern hemisphere, it's cutting to the left, which that doesn't really make sense on a flat Earth. Why are they cutting in opposite directions on the opposite parts of the flat Earth? But if you take these images and you rotate the outside ones out as if they were on a globe, they start to line up. Okay, while I was in Australia, I also verified that the southern star trails also go around a singular point in the northern hemisphere.
Oh, wait, no, Witsit explained this. It's just because there's a window at the equator and someone drew a circle on it or something. Wait, hold on. There's a window, and when he drew a circle on it, people the other side in the southern hemisphere saw the circle the other way, which showed that the stars were just around Polaris and Witsit's too smart for me, guys. I cannot follow Witsit's logic. Basically, Austin Witsit is the smartest human on the planet. And I can't follow anything he says because it's just too intelligent for me to cope with. I mean, I do not understand the whole window circle thing, explaining different stars in the south and the north. I am too dumb to get that. You're going to clip that, aren't you, Rubiks? Max says, Witsit is my spirit animal. Turtle Moves for £5 says, Craig admits he built the wind farm in Aberdeen just to annoy Trump. I did actually build a wind farm in Aberdeen. Well, I designed and project managed the wind farm in one of the wind farms in Aberdeen. And one in Perth. 3 in Fife. One in, yeah, well, Glenrothes is Fife, but that was one of the places, yeah, so.
Trails go around Polaris. In the southern hemisphere, they go around. It's Sigma Octantis is the closest pole star. You can't really see it with the naked eye. That doesn't matter. They go around a single point, anyways, which kind of goes against the dome of a.
Durf told me they don't. Oh, Rubiks, if you're watching, have you clipped the part of the stream where Durf literally said that there's no southern rotation? Because that needs to be it short. Okay. F Crash for €5 says, don't say like this one here and hold up a toy Earth. Flerfs get confused. Oh, I know. Bless them. Right. I have put a little super chat goal up, guys, in case you haven't seen. And basically, if you reach that super chat goal, I will do 100 push-ups. Because I like to punish myself, I guess. There doesn't seem to be counting the super chats right now, which is weird. Biggs TG for £2 says, Earth isn't a globe, it's a D20 USA landed 1 in 2025. Yeah, but I got momentum back for rolling it, so it's all good. Anna says, no wonder your old roof got blown off all the wind those wind farms are producing.
Flat Earth. But if we were on a globe, it lines up perfectly as we're on globe. As we're on the, oh, you can tell my green screen isn't green, it's blue. We're on the globe, and the top would go around the north, or the stars would go around the center, and the bottom, the stars would go around the center as well, which is exactly what we observe in reality. You just fly to Australia and see it, which I did. And then here's the same star pattern. So this is in the southern hemisphere. This is actually one taken in Chile. But if you take a similar star pattern long exposure shot, you get this weird effect where the stars in the center of the shot move straight, and then the stars on both sides move around a singular point.
Yes,
this
soldier,
is not possible on a flat Earth. No amount of refraction, nor some like weird reflections on a dome are going to get this effect. Because
so whilst this presentation is going on, right? Inside Nathan's head right now is simply baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark. That's it. That is literally all that's going in Nathan's head. Derek Dollar for £2 says, even hearing Nathan Thompson's name makes me need a shower. Yeah, I get it. I do.
the stars in the southern hemisphere are not reflections of stars in the north. Joe Hanvey's model does not explain this. His requires a star trail to be reflected. Same with his explanation of the final experiment. It doesn't work in reality. He never actually puts the camera inside the dome. I believe that is, yeah, that's it. I've got some other notes in there, but that's pretty much it. We went from the northern hemisphere, saw boats going over horizon. Doesn't make sense on a flat Earth, especially with a crisp horizon. Doesn't make sense. Then the sun sets in opposite directions in the north and in the south, which doesn't make sense. They do this on the same day. And then stars in the southern hemisphere going around a singular point just does not work on a flat Earth. So that's it. Whatever time I've got left, I will go ahead. Oh, actually, no, I'm not ready to yield quite yet. I do have one more thing. For those of you playing at home, oh, I lost my other, there it is.
Oh, he's not showing porn. Oh, that's refreshing. It's nice for the debaters to not show porn on their screen when they're going through their tabs, right? Right?
I've created this bingo card. This is the Nathan Thompson bingo card. If you would like to play along at home, see if you can get a bingo, or if you want to even take it up a step, make it a drinking game. Anytime he mentions one of these things, take a drink, just to make it a little bit more fun. Okay, now I yield my time.
He is trolling the fuck out of Nathan, and I appreciate that greatly. Good job, my friend. Dihydrogen monoxide, £5, says, I've been told by many D&D nerds before that you can't have an intelligence stat below 1. Clearly, they've never heard of Nathan Thompson. Or Witsit. Yeah, apparently there is negative intelligence stats. It's specifically for the Flat Earth D&D players. Although, could you imagine Flat Earthers trying to play D&D? Or like any, dice-based role-playing game? They would not have a fucking clue. What do I roll? What does that mean? How does that add up to? Which stat do I use? What's my character's name? Am I wearing clothes? It'd be fucking hilarious. Oh, guys, that's 3 out of the 30 super chats already for me to do 100 push-ups, right? And if we reach the goal, what I'm going to do is I will put on one of my shorter episodes of Flerfs Idiots, and I will try and do 100 push-ups in 10 minutes. See if I can do that. I've already done like a full day at the gym today and a pretty heavy push day yesterday. So my chest is a bit sore, but let's see if I can do 100 push-ups if you reach that super chat goal. Very good ADHD projects. I very much appreciate your awesomeness, my friend. This is the Nathan Thompson cry face. You see behind him there, is that his car? I'm not sure. But it looks like he's got a blanket on his car because that's where he sleeps. Wait, is he in an RV? Does he live in a van? No, Coda Guts, I'm not doing 1500 in an hour. I can do 1500 in about 5 hours.
Thank you very much for that opening. We are going to kick it over to Nathan. Still on mute. Thank you very much for that opening. We're going to kick it over to Nathan as
No, you weren't on mute. You muted yourself and then took you.
well. But before we do a couple of quick housekeeping things. First, folks, if you haven't yet, hit the discount code chat. And with that, we're going to kick it over to Nathan for his opening. The floor is all yours.
Please make sure you have facepalm protection. I'll let you know how to use it. It's all very important. Right, so before listening to any Flat Earther talk, it is vitally important, and this covers me for any lawsuits, that you have something similar to this. This is known as a facepalm protection. It is a NASA certified protector of your face for when you're listening to dumb. Now, the way it works is you put your hand in it. So when you inevitably are doing this, it protects you. What you have to do first is check its structural integrity, make sure there's no flerfs inside because they can bite, and make sure it fits nice and snug. And then inevitably when something dumb is said, like water finds its level, you're protected. I had a haircut today. Check me out. And if you want one of these, I'm going to sell them for the rest of the month on my streams, right? If you want one of these, then I will make one personally for you. I've ordered a new batch of stuff, so I'm going to have some spare. And if you want one, they are £20, right? £20 to my PayPal, with whether you want left or right-handed. If you want me to sign it or put like draw a penis on the back or something, I need your name and address, your social number, your mum's maiden name, your first pet, things like that. But yeah, if you really do want one, I will make one personally for you. They do cost £20 because I have to send them out and everything, and that costs money. And it will be £20 to my PayPal, and I will get one for you. There's about 12 people that I have to make some for already. And once I get all the bits, I will be getting them done. There will be a few extra. So if you want one, I will be sending them during my streams for the rest of the month. £20 to my PayPal, and you will get your own personalised FTFE facepalm protection. PayPal is paypal.me/FTFE. Jim Transfer £2 says board games are made like flat Earth. Trust me, bro. Trust me, blow. Oh God. Tiny Captain sailing the globe member for 10 months says Flerfs playing D&D. You cannot roll dice. They are not round. Paul Schober says I can do between 300 and 400 push-ups inside 10 minutes. Me too. Right, that's 4 of the 30 super chats. If we get up to 30 super chats within the next 50 minutes, then I will do 100 push-ups and play an episode of Flerfs or Idiots. Or, if you would like, I will access one of my old episodes of A Week in Xbox from my before I was FTFE times on my old gaming channel, and you can watch a really, really, really young FTFE on YouTube with his wife being a nerd about video games instead of some... It'd be up to you. You need to hit the super chat goal, though.
Nathan.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me on the channel, James. And again, congratulations on all your success. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
He looks unhealthy. Why is his skin that color? His skin looks the same color as Donald Trump's. A little less green, maybe.
Name's Nathan Thompson, guys. Nobody special, but I care about the truth.
Nathan, dude, you are special. Just like your mum told you. You're very, very special. You know, that's why they put you right at the back of the short bus and allowed you to lick the windows. That's why instead of Bunsen burners, they gave you crayons. That's why they didn't let you play with the other children, because you were too special for them. Nathan, don't put yourself down, mate. You're very special.
I'm married to it. It's like a holy matrimony. So if you enjoy the truth, follow me on TikTok or Instagram, Enoch of TikTok. I'm on Facebook, Nathan Thompson. I used to run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. When that was deleted, we had 155,000 members.
Oh, I wonder how many times a day he cries about that. And yeah, I do take a bit of credit for getting that deleted with the amount of reporting I did of it. So, hey. He is on Facebook. I'm banned, blocked by him, of course. I'm also blocked by him on TikTok. I'm blocked by him everywhere, to be fair.
I've done over 300 Flat Earth meetups. I've met close to 5,000 or 6,000 Flat Earthers and documented it all. I take selfies with all of them. It's on my Facebook under an album called Flat Earthers I've Met. And I've been traveling around testing the Earth. I use high-power zoom cameras, lasers. I've done mirror reflection tests with the sun. I use
all things that cannot prove if the Earth is flat because, you know, light fucking refracts, you dumbass.
Infrared. I've rented private airplanes, private helicopters. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the shape of the Earth, and I can't find the curvature anywhere. It's very negligent, fails to show up for its assignment. What Globers call curvature is just them pretending the imaginary horizon line is the curve of the Earth. The problem is that imaginary line...
No, the horizon is an effect of the curve of the Earth. You can't have a horizon if the Earth isn't curved. It is not literally the curve of the Earth. It's what you see because there is a curve, right? Watch this. This is going to be magic, right? Sphere. Horizon. See how I'm hidden behind it? Watch this, right? Oh no, where's it going? It's getting hidden by a horizon. Because the Earth is fucking curved. Randy Lay. for $5 says, "Hi everyone, Craig here. I want to be honest with my audience. Star Trek Starfleet Academy is absolute cold garbage. I'm glad it's cancelled. Now, I'll be honest, guys, right? It wasn't the best Star Trek ever. By a long shot. That's clearly The Next Generation Season 3. And Deep Space Nine Seasons 2 to 5. But there was 3 good episodes in the first season of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. 3. However, it does make me sad that this is the first time in over a decade there is no Star Trek in active development. We're at 5 of the 30 super chats we need for me to do 100 push-ups whilst playing, and I'll let you choose, either an episode of Flerfs or Idiots or an episode of A Week in Xbox, my old gaming channel, which was fucking cringe as fuck before I really knew how to be a YouTuber. Yes, Dick W3 is Dick Wayne's sock account. He is just banned from the channel now because I've played with him enough. Ew, that sounded gross.
Changes hour to hour and day to day, which I will show in my presentation in a minute. But that's kind of who I am. What I'm doing right now is about 18 months ago, a millionaire called me and he goes, "Hey, Nathan, do you want an RV?" And I was like, "Yeah, is it nice?" And so I went and picked up the RV in South Carolina and I went to Florida and I did flat earth meetups all across the country. I'll actually show you guys some of those right here.
Is this supposed to be where he's giving evidence that the Earth is flat? And there's no timer on the screen, so I'm not sure how long he's got, but isn't this supposed to be the time where he, you know, gives evidence? Instead, he's just talking about shit that he's done. Wait, is Dick going back in the chat? I didn't see. Dick, you're banned from the chat now. We've had our fun with you and you refuse to come and talk to us anymore, so you don't get to talk on my channel. Sorry. Bye-bye. Nick Wall for £2 says, "Isn't Oakley a Ferengi?" How dare you besmirch the good Ferengi name? I'll have the Grand Nagus come and talk to you, personally. Oakley's way uglier than every Ferengi. Yeah, to be clear, I have debated and embarrassed Dick Wayne several times. There was an incredible part in my last debate with him where he absolutely insisted that the atmosphere is not only a fluid, but a liquid. Over and over and over. He insisted many, many times that the atmosphere is a liquid. Because he doesn't know the difference between a fluid and a liquid. Because Dick Wayne is a dumb motherfucker. Yes, Dick, you're dumb. Got a problem? Send me an email.
Let me share a screen real quick. James. And thanks for being here, guys. Please take a moment to share the debate. So where's those meetup? What are we doing? Here we go. This is what Glober's claim is bottom.
Right. Guys.
Yeah, is it nice? And so I went and picked up the RV in South Carolina and I went to Florida and I did flat earth meetups all across the country. I'll actually show you guys some of those right here.
Pay attention to some of it here, right?
Let me share a screen real quick. James. And thanks for being here, guys. Please take a moment to share the debate.
So here's where he starts sharing his screen, right? Pay attention.
So where's those meetup? What are we doing?
You may notice there, he sounds a little confused, a little shocked, and there was a little bit almost like something was missing, right? Just listen to it again.
Thanks for being here, guys. Please take a moment to share the debate. So where's those meetup?
Where's those meetup? Cut off, right? And then there's this bit here. That's because this happened.
So where's those meetups here? Nope, not there. So where's those meetups here?
So it goes to this bit of he's got his tabs open, and it's showing stuff that he's got open.
Nope, not there.
And then he clicks on his editing software. What's that? iMovie? Yeah. Right? In the top right there, which has been gratefully covered, if you want to see what's there, just ask Max to send you the screenshot. Max has the uncensored version, right? But what is there is, I don't know how to say this delicately, but Nathan Thompson editing porn of himself with someone who appears to be on the younger side. This needs to be talked about a little bit more, right? Nathan, during a live stream in front of the Nazis that tend to watch modern day debates these days, showed this. On the right is the screen that is currently being edited, and it seemed to be a homemade point of view sex tape of his relatively small penis going inside someone that looked quite young. Yeah. Gross as fuck. I never thought I'd be able to say that I've seen Nathan Thompson's penis, but I have. And I am forever scarred because of that. He showed this during a live debate, right? If I was editing shit like that, like I do for my OnlyFans quite often, right? I would make sure that it was not open or even anywhere near my desktop during the section where I was sharing my screen. But Nathan Thompson is stupid. Nathan Thompson is despicable. Nathan Thompson is one of the dumbest humans that exists. And during a live stream on Modern Day Debates, displayed porn that he was in the middle of editing. Right? Alison Aviation says, please tell me that's been forwarded to the cops. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough there to determine exactly ages, etc. Right? But it looked very to me. I haven't looked that closely because I like my eyes and don't want them to be burned, right? But this happened, and we need to be talking about this. Everybody needs to be sharing this, right? I am going to... There's the Dropbox link to this video. All right. But it was at this point, about 13 minutes in.
Let me share screen real quick. James. And thanks for being here, guys. Please take a moment to share. So, where's those meetups here? Nope, not there. What are we doing? Here we go.
So there's about 5 seconds that is removed. And this is that 5 seconds. And for about 2 seconds, Nathan Thompson is showing his dick going inside somebody.
What?
Oh, he's
Let's keep it moving, guys. We got to keep it moving.
No, hold on. If you know what this
Shut
is
the
about,
fuck up, Nathan.
Okay, wait.
Yes! Shut the fuck up, Nathan. Yes, as PhD Tony says, we do not know that the penis depicted belonged to Nathan, and we do not know the age of the partner. However, assumptions can be made. And what we do know is that that was shown. I don't know why he would be editing porn of somebody else's dick. I mean, if you're going to edit porn, you would hope it's something you've done yourself. But, you know, we don't know how old the partner was. Things looked quite young to me. That's all I'm saying. All right. These are assumptions. These are my opinions. These are not facts. Okay. But it happened. Yes, ZB. The fact he was editing it is pretty fucking sus. Yes, James, I'm not saying it was a minor. I am making no claims about the age. I am giving my opinion of what it appears to be based on the little that I have seen. It looks pretty sus, is basically what I'm saying, right? Electron Element says, why was Nathan doing this while on Modern Day Debate? Because he's fucking stupid. Because before going on a live stream, he didn't take this off his computer. All he had to do was close his editing software. Right? But there's some very bad shit there. Very, very bad shit. That more people need to spread the word about what happened here. Again, we have no proof of, number one, if this was Nathan Thompson's dick. Ew. That is not words I ever want to say. And we have, number two, no proof of the age of the partner. But things look sus as fuck. Okay? Nick Wall says, hopefully MDD stops platforming Thompson. Hopefully everyone stops fucking platforming Thompson. Andreas Eldritch for 26 says, can we report to the police just to be sure? I don't think the police will be interested without any evidence and proof, right? Electron Element says, has Nathan violated any laws or policies? He certainly violated terms and conditions of YouTube. And James did do the right thing by removing it. However, what James should have done is instantly booted Nathan off of the debate. PhD Tony makes a good point. Zoom lets you choose exactly which window you share. You don't have to share your whole screen. Even if you do have to, you can close windows before the debate. Exactly, right? So when you share screen on Zoom, right? Let me show you. I'll open up a Zoom call and show you. Make sure none of my porn editing is up so that doesn't get caught, of course. Right, so this is Zoom, right? And woo, Infinite Craigs. If I want to share screen, hit this button down here, and it gives you the option of what you want to show, right? You can either show an entire screen, like I've got my 4 screens here, right? So screen 2 is actually this screen, the Zoom call. Screen 1 is my broadcasting software. Screen 3 is where I'm watching the chat. Screen 4 is my audio mixer, right? Or you can individually choose the application that you show. So this is all the applications. What software update is that? Stream Deck. Let's just get rid of that. I don't even see that. Where is that? No, don't worry about it. So these are the applications that are currently open on my computer. There's no Edge open. I don't know why it's fucking saying that. But oh, it's just browser tabs, I see. Right, so I've got my NVIDIA broadcast. I've got a sound capture, my voice mod, my Facebook page, which is it's an app for Facebook, which is sitting on my vertical monitor, so it looks like that. I've got Discord open. These are the Chrome tabs that are open. My vMix software individually. So you can literally choose what you want to show. Okay. So if I wanted to share the screen that is got the debate right now, I would do that, and it would just show that. Okay. So you can literally choose what you want to show. Nathan decided to just display his entire fucking screen, including this. And that bit that is covered up there is porn. I think it was Nathan having sex with someone of the younger side. I don't know how young. And for some reason was editing a video of that. But that's just my opinion. And that happened, right? And I want everybody to fucking be sharing this. Clip this right now. And share it everywhere that Nathan Thompson shared this.
So, where's those meetups here? Nope, not there. What are we doing? Here we go.
Once again.
So, where's those meetups here? Nope, not there. What are we doing? Here we go.
Now, it almost seems intentional. I don't know if it is, but it almost seems intentional. Because if you were even the slightest bit smart, you would have made sure that was not on your fucking computer whilst you were sharing screen to a few hundred people watching. Right? This debate has now had 6,000 views, right? And I don't know how quickly James managed to remove that, but I imagine quite a few people saw it. Because once you do set up to remove, the original thing stays up until YouTube have finished processing. And I know for a fact that based on my previous experience, YouTube can take hours, sometimes days to process and edit. If I was James, I would have removed the stream, made it private until the edit was completed. Don't know if he did. Right? But what happened there was Nathan Thompson shared porn that looked like himself. Again, that is just an opinion. I am not making any absolute claims. It looked like himself and someone of the younger side. But Tony does make a good point that Nathan yelling at children in a schoolyard and being completely unrepentant about it is vastly more problematic. You are correct, Nathan. I just called you Nathan. I'm so fucking sorry. Tony. That's unforgivable. My bad. That you're completely correct, Tony, which is why I got Nathan arrested for that. When I saw his live stream, saw him doing that, I phoned the police and got the fucker arrested. There's nothing here that could get him arrested, right? Because there's no absolute certainty of what it was. But we can all make assumptions based on what we know about Nathan Thompson, the videos we've seen of him, the scumbag that he is, right? We can all make those assumptions and come to our own conclusions. But the most important thing is that you all fucking share that. Okay? Yeah, Tony, I'm sorry. I just nearly called you Nathan again. Oh my God. The word Nathan is on my brain. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I do watch Illegal Eagle. Big Fish says it was still there when Neobromati Talks did the after show, so it must have been edited out overnight. Yeah. What James really should have done, for decency's sake, is set the video as private or unlisted whilst the editing process happened. It could have nuked his channel. It was literally fucking porn. But let's just take this as it is, right? Okay? You know what? If you want to edit porn on your computer, if you want to record yourself having sex with someone of legal age, do it. And you want to edit it, do it. Okay? It's how I run my OnlyFans channel. Okay? But if you're going to be on a debate with a channel with over 200,000 subscribers that will have at least a couple hundred people watching live, the sensible thing to do, someone with just a fucking single functioning brain cell, what they would do is not have that open on their PC when they're on a Zoom call that they share shit on. Alison Aviation for $2 says, supporting his flat earth income with some editing. Ew. Turtle Moves for £2 says, I didn't realise Nathan was still around. Well, he is. He's on the globe, right? Boom. Max says, for 75 UYUs, Ammon came to the after show. He said it felt like an eternity watching that. I imagine. Yeah. How long does Nathan go on for? Right. So once again, guys, remember, Nathan Thompson showed porn on a live stream in his editing software. And the only reason I could think of porn being in an editing software if it's porn you made yourself. These are all things. Nick Wall for £2 says, you assume Thompson has a functioning brain cell? No, because I said if you did have a functioning brain cell, you wouldn't have put that on your fucking screen when you're screen sharing. So clearly he doesn't have a functioning brain cell.
So where's those meetup? What are we doing? Here we go. This is what Glover's claim is.
Then plays copyrighted music, which James really doesn't like.
That's 20 miles. Lake Tahoe is 20 miles away.
Yeah, see, so 20 miles, 1 degree of curvature every 6 to 9 miles, so that's less than a third of a degree of curve. Which means that light would have to bend less than a third of a degree. Which it does, with refraction. It's been removed from the actual debate, Krakatoon, but it was around about 13 minutes, right? But there's an obvious cut there now. However, once again, here is the Dropbox to it. Share. We were at 13 out of 30 super chats, right? We've got 20 minutes to get the rest in. If you do, at the end of the stream, I will do 100 push-ups whilst playing an episode of either Flerfs Idiots or my old Xbox gaming channel, which is cringe as fuck. So get those super chats in, guys. Remember, you can use super chats to insult me. And I will read out whatever you put in a super chat. And I'll mean it as well.
That hotel is 20 miles away, and it's 100 feet off the ground. And the top of the building is 11 stories high. So we're missing 266 feet of curvature. So that's their entire argument. Also, he wanted to say that the sun's path was bottom up of, or was proof of a globe. I'm sorry, but that's just perspective, bud. You guys have a hard time understanding perspective and lines of convergence. So you've got lines of convergence going from the top right to the middle, and lines of convergence going.
Oh, look at your cartoons, Nathan. Look at all your cartoons. Yeah. Convergence doesn't make things set, you dummy. Oh, Rachbot, we'll see. If we get to those super chat goals, we'll see what happens. We just need another 17 super chats, guys, and I will do something.
Top left to the middle. You claim that the sun doing this proved a globe. It most certainly did not. And the horizon being below your eye, that doesn't prove Earth curvature. The flat horizon line dropping, it's an imaginary line. We've already proven that. So the horizon is not physical geometric Earth curve that you can measure to.
Sorry, you've proven it's imaginary. No, it's actually there. Just because it moves doesn't make it imaginary. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see. Imaginary is not there at all. It doesn't exist, right? But it is there. But what we see moves because of refraction. If it was imaginary, it would not exist. You fucking moron. Was Nathan subtly hinting that he will have an OnlyFans? Nope. Oh. God, that's not a nice thought, is it? Jesus.
it's flat. And again, star trails moving in both directions, we can model that too very easily. So
no, you can't. Not just star trails moving in different directions, different stars moving in different directions. Complete different set of stars. You don't see any of those around the south going around the north. G says, if I super chat a couple of times, will you keep your clothes on? I promise. If you send 2 super chats, I will keep my clothes on. Okay?
Keynote speech. The model right here. Polls. Here we go. It is so hot in my RV. I'm driving through Texas. It's like 90 degrees in here. Holy moly. So here we're going to see this red line right here. Let's go to star trails. Is the line pointed towards Polaris. And that's in the northern hemisphere. Polaris is a stationary pole star. I mean, talking about Polaris when you think you're on a spinning globe is ridiculous because
it matches the globe. Very, very fucking simple. All right. Let's say this is Polaris. Okay. Polaris is here, for instance. It's not. It's a lot further away, but Earth here, tilted on its axis. Polaris over here. Earth going around Sun. Polaris stays in the sky. You can see it the whole fucking time.
Spinning globe.
Rubiks says for $2, how is Nathan allowed online and out of prison? I know, I tried to keep him in prison.
Blasting through space, orbiting around the sun, moving millions of miles an hour. Yet, we have a stationary pole star you can build giant megalithic structures to and line it up with. That makes absolutely no sense. So, I don't know what we're going to talk about here. We can show how everything works on a flat Earth. Your arguments were the bottom-up obstruction, which changes hour to hour and day to day. I actually found a video on my TikTok.
Okay, so this is not modeling how different stars orbit the south and the north. At all. That's not happening, right? Also, crazy bendy light. Amazing. Walter's Flat Earth Dome model specifically says how it cannot happen if the Earth is flat. All right, it's literally showing how it's not possible. He is showing something that the creator of this says it is specifically not possible. One sec, let me see if I can find something for you. So this is the dome model from Walter Bislin. The Flat Earth Dome model is an app that attempts to map observed reality to the flat Earth model. Lines show how light rays must have travelled if Earth is flat. They demonstrate light must bend in a physically impossible way if Earth were flat, disproving a flat Earth. Nathan just showed something, this, that literally, because as you see there, it's based on Walter's Flat Earth Dome model, but the creator says it disproves it. I know some flat earthers, right, I'm going to read his words here, right? I know some flat earthers misrepresent and misuse this model to claim I have a working flat earth model. They are lying about how it works and deliberately don't show the descriptions of this page of how the flat earth dome model works. To prove this model is based on the heliocentric model, I've made a version where some heliocentric exclusive parameters can be changed. Flat earth dome model only works based on the heliocentric model. Changing any of these parameters results in wrong predictions and the model fails to match real observations. The Flat Earth Dome model is based on data from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory Development FTFE, a physics simulation of the heliocentric model using Newton's law of gravitation and motion and general relativity. It is based on measured 3D orbits, constellations, inclinations, actual tilts, distances, and velocities, and the correct sizes and masses of the Sun, Moon, and globe Earth. The heliocentric values using the code of the app are the result of JPL's measurements and physics simulations. Although I put my work under public domain, it is unfair and dishonest to claim it's their work and lie about how it works to deceive gullible people into believing the earth is flat. Putting a hidden link to this page on their websites because I demand it is no apology for this behaviour. The following persons have taken my model and claim it's theirs. They have removed or changed my description. They claim the model shows a working flat earth model while it's entirely based on the heliocentric model. Shane St. Plagiaire. San Pedro. Which is actually Stephen Alonso. So Nathan lied. Who's fucking shocked? Not me. We're at 20 out of 30 super chats, guys. We need another 10 in the next 12 minutes for me to do 100 push-ups. Whilst playing, I'll let you choose either an episode of Flerfs Idiots or an old cringy episode of A Week in Xbox. It's Rubiks $2 says, how is Nathan allowed online and out of prison? I tried to stop that, don't worry. Geezcrack for $1.99 said, first one, please don't get little Craig out. Second one, $1.99, see previous super, okay, alright, I won't get naked. Truth Nerds $5.99, talking about Nathan's porn and bottom-up obstruction. I don't like it. F Grudge for €2. Look directly at the cam for this one. Butt plug. The Turtle Moose for £2 says, was Nathan kicked out of prison for preaching flat earth? Yeah, they're like, we don't want him. Get him out of here. F Grudge for €2 says, look directly at the cam for the... I did that, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I must have missed the Turtle Muse then. So thank you. Just 10 more super chats, guys, and we reach the goal. Thank you very much for your support. It means the absolute world, even though, you know, YouTube might not even fucking give it to me.
On my iPhone today that I didn't even know I had. And what's funny is the Globers, day one in Tahoe, were claiming, Nate, you proved the globe. You showed bottom-up obstruction. Let me check. Right here, they're like, yo, you proved bottom-up obstruction. The problem is... Oh.
Draco Fire has been a member for 67 months. Says, funny number. Funny number. 67? Is that funny? Why is it... Oh, 67. Oh, I get it, yeah. $2 says, Rubiks is allowed to go in the out tomorrow. No. Did you think that would work? Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like I said before, I gave you that debit card so that once a year you could order yourself some food. Yeah, I know there's only £10 on it, but you wasted it on super chats. I ain't filling it back up. Look, I think there's some leftover pasta. Might be a bit cold and sticky by now, but I'll chuck it down later if you're good, okay? Get back to the shorts. Hey, Draco, you'll be proud of me. I did a new PR for reps at the gym on Monday. So it was 72.5 for 3 sets of 10. Getting swole. My fingers are always crossed, Rubiks.
The video. So So first day, you can see you can't see the bottom of the hotel. The second day, you can see more of the bottom of the hotel. But about a week later, we had a really clear day, and you could see the entire hotel, and you can even see trees and foliage under the bottom of that hotel. And Globers are still claiming that proves the curvature of the Earth. The bottom of the hotel is 100 feet above sea level. This right here is showing that the horizon is not physical geometric Earth curve. That's what we were all told is.
No, it's showing that refraction's a thing. You can only have refraction of things that are physical. Imaginary things don't refract, do they, Nathan? McFly! Mr. E-Man Original, member for 34 months, says nearly 3 fucking orbits. He didn't say fucking. I added that bit. Foliage, yeah. What the fuck is foliage, Nathan? As we have 9 minutes to get 9 super chats. Let's see if we can do it. If we do that, I will do 100 push-ups. And I will not do it naked, I promise you. If you don't send the super chats, I am going to get naked. It's your own choice, really.
Guys, that the boat goes over the curve. This guy just showed windmill. Is that hotel sinking? Ammon? Is the hotel sinking into the lake? Should we call 911 because the hotel is sinking? That was your whole argument with the windmills, bro. The problem is you got to go out on a clear day. And then you get the bottom of the windmills. You get the bottom of the hotel. So you guys go make one observation, call it quits. You didn't prove globe religion. So how are we doing on time, James?
4 minutes left.
Excellent.
So he's shown refraction exists, which is a globe prediction. He used a heliocentric model. Good fucking job, dude.
I'll show a quick observation here I did with the solar filter. The sun shrinking into a...
There is no solar filter on there. Don't fucking lie. There would not be a glare like that if the camera had a solar filter on. Why is he lying? I'll tell you why. Because he's a fucking scumbag that shows porn during live debates.
Little dot, a little red dot above the horizon would not happen if the Earth was curving and the sun was 90 million miles away and the heliocentric model was correct. Here we've got Brasstown bald from 80 miles. This is crazy, guys. I mean, Globers claim we can't see things because of Earth curve. No, you can't see things because light doesn't travel forever through the atmosphere. It's attenuated by the atmosphere. The word attenuation means absorbed and reflected. So the light doesn't travel forever and it bends towards the denser medium. Breaking news, the denser medium is always going to be closer to the Earth. So if the light is coming from 200, 400 miles away, like when you're in an airplane, you might see...
So he's agreeing refraction's a thing. He just agreed that a visual observation without any measurement tools or analysis of the refractive conditions isn't evidence for anything. So it certainly cannot be evidence of the Earth being flat if it also can't be evidence of the Earth being a globe. Steve6464, member for 33 months, says, I must be a Mason, seeing him at 33 months. We've got 6 minutes left for the 9 super chats, guys, so we see if we can get that. We'll do 100 push-ups.
A slight flat horizon drop just due to the atmosphere because light tends to bend towards the denser atmosphere. So we see way too far. Here's the moon shrinking into a little dot above the horizon. Stars don't intersect the marine horizon. Here's star trails of the Georgia Guidestones, guys. They built these 40 years before I showed...
Did he say stars don't intersect the horizon? Stars absolutely do go over the horizon. What the fuck is he on about?
Up, and they lined up perfectly with Polaris. 40 years. So the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. The sky is a map. The sky is a clock. They've known that for thousands of years. That's how they celestial navigated. Here's another observation I did. Infrared, 51 miles.
All celestial navigation is based on a globe. You just need to do it to know that. So again, he lied.
Kenosha to Chicago. Over 50 miles, guys. We're talking 1,600 feet of drop, curvature. We went 100...
You're talking less than a degree, because 1 degree is 69 miles.
Feet in the air in a helicopter, just so we could see above the tree line. And you can see not just the Willis Tower, which should be obstructed by 300 feet of curve, but you can see all the smaller buildings, too. So, I don't know. It's really weird. I'm kind of shocked, actually, by a couple things. I've been doing Flat Earth for 10 years, guys. I'm shocked by 2 things.
Get out on the bingo card, guys. Been doing it for 10 years. Bingo card.
Everywhere, bro. I walked up to a dude and handed him a flyer, a Flat Earth flyer, and he said, Nathan, you stayed at my house. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, where's your dog? And I said, what? How do I know you? And we were in Pensacola, Florida. He had moved from St. Louis. And yeah, I stayed on his couch. I'm handing him a flyer. So I used to take 6 months to a year to find a flat earther in nature. If you go look at my post now, I'm finding 1 to 3 flat earthers every single day. The globe religion is falling apart. And I'm also shocked by the vitriol and the abuse and the hate that I get from these globers. It's like, what has the globe ever done for you guys? I mean, why are you guys so dedicated to this cartoon globe model? And then what I've learned is it's not really a scientific deception. It's a spiritual deception. People don't want to know the truth. They cling to
The globe is just reality, and it allowed me to study physics pretty fucking well. And learn that I'm not an idiot, unlike you, Nathan. Because you're a fucking idiot, Nathan. An idiot that shares porn on a fucking live stream.
the darkness because they hate the light. It says they hate the light because their deeds are evil. And I'll wrap it up with the Bible. Guys, if you believe in the Bible says the earth is shaped like...
Globe's a religion, but my Bible? Fuck off.
Clay under seal. It is not rotating. It is not moving. It is fixed. It is immovable. So if you're the father of lies, Satan 666, well, of course you're going to try and manipulate that and tell everyone when they're 6 years old that the creator lied to them, the Bible is not true, and they actually live upside down on a spinning tilted ball. That can't be demonstrated. So we cooked your horizon argument. We cooked your sun path argument. I showed you how the star trails would work on a flat earth, and we talked about the horizon dropping below eye level. So thank you very much. I guess we're done here. I'll go ahead and wrap that up. Thanks, James, so much. Remember, the truth is incontrovertible. Malice will attack it. Ignorance will try and deride it. But in the end, there it is.
And the truth is, I had porn on my computer whilst in a live debate.
Thank you very much for that opening. We're going to jump right into the open dialogue. So, folks, if you haven't yet, hit that like.
That's right, James. Keep muting yourself.
Whole time.
Right, and we're already 4 on our bingo card now. We're also, oh, it's too high. I did throw up a little bit of a counter.
Oh, he's looking at him wearing the fucking duck suit. Absolutely brilliant.
Counting how many times Nathan says 666. We're at 1 right now. Oh, you can't see it on the screen. Dang it. All right. So let's talk about star trails, Nathan. How did you debunk star trails?
Well, first of all, we're here to talk about the shape of the earth, and you're looking at the sky. So do you want to talk about the shape of the earth? Want to start the conversation out with the shape of the earth? Remember, you started with the horizon being physical geometric earth.
He just asked you a question, and you totally deflected. Answer his fucking question.
Curve, and you said that the windmills were sinking. Oh no, they must be sinking.
So you don't want us to talk about star trails?
I'm here to talk about the shape of the earth.
You cried and made me go first. Let's talk about star trails.
I showed you a flat Earth model that demonstrates the stars circling Polaris.
Polaris
said you cannot have.
No, you showed Walter Bisland's model, which specifically debunks the flat Earth.
2 poles of rotation on a flat Earth. I showed you 2 poles of rotation on a flat Earth with the stars moving directly overhead, and then you move to the south and you see a point of rotation there. I showed it.
Show it. Let's see it.
All right, I'll show it again. No problem.
Okay. Again.
I like show times.
I know you like to show off things. We all do now.
Here you go. Stars. I got to share screen.
Is he talking about the porn already?
There you go. All the stars moving around a central point of rotation, Polaris.
Yep.
And now we're going to move to the equator. And this is what you said could not happen, which is 2 points of rotation.
Let's see it.
Right here. There you go.
Okay,
Hey,
so
how you like them apples?
How is it rotating like that, Nathan?
The firmament and the stars are moving above our head. The wheel.
And what is the mechanism?
Why you
there's another one on the bingo.
Ask me a question.
There's another one on the bingo.
Can you wait until I'm done? All right, great. So while you're over there playing bingo and not proving a globe, let me talk to you about the sky.
You're not proving a flat Earth either.
Yeah, I probably will change those to Pr0n. You're right, actually.
So
I already did. So
sure.
Are you done?
I'm waiting. Let's see it. How does this show star trails?
No problem. These are the stars in the celestial dome above the observer, and when you press play, they move above the observer around 2 central points that you said couldn't happen. And then we're going to move into the south, and you'll see that there's a point of rotation in the south. So we get 2 points of rotation at the equator, 1 point in the north, 1 point in the south. You said that couldn't happen. Well, there you go. That's how it happens. And if we could talk about the floor now, that would be
Okay,
great.
so would you like to let me respond before you run away from this? Put it back up. Let's put it back up. We're talking about it. Let's see it. Put it back
You're
up.
not my boss, bro. Go ahead and make your point.
Okay. So because he took it down, I can't really point at it anymore. His little diagram animation thing that doesn't reflect reality was actually made by a glober making fun of flat earthers. Flat earthers stole it from him and claimed it was theirs. He's got a magical dome of vision there that doesn't actually like show how the projection works. So Nathan, if you want to throw it back up, we can look at it. But it's just doing some weird stuff. The stars do not line up. There is no magical dome of vision over you that causes things to rotate in the opposite direction and that they're moving. It just does not work. That little animation diagram software that you trust, that you make fun of Globers for always trusting the softwares, it just isn't working for you. It doesn't work. You say that it works just because you trust the software, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I've already shown you explicitly, guys, how Walter Bislin, the person that made it, explains how it does not explain the flat Earth. It shows how the flat Earth is not put. In fact, on that model, right, if you do anything above sea level, it stops working.
Are you done?
I stopped talking, didn't I?
I just want to make sure, because every time I talk, I get rudely interrupted. So if I could share screen again, he said you don't have a dome of vision above you. Did you hear that, James? Just want to make sure you're paying attention. Did you hear him say that? That we don't have a dome of vision. Remember that?
I don't
like 30 seconds.
Exactly what was said. I'll let you
Hey,
continue.
Ammon, did you say we?
All right, we're using AI, are we? All right, let's try that. Huh. Weird. That's what AI says. If that's our standard.
We don't have a dome of vision. It's recorded, bro.
Yeah, we don't have this magical dome of vision that ends lights.
Excellent. If you could, please. That's all I need. Yes, humans perceive the sky as a dome of vision. James, am I reading that right? I just want to make sure I read that right. You read that? James, can you see that?
I'm checking to see if I... Oh, no.
Nathan, do you know what a moderator is supposed to do during a debate?
Yeah, just make sure I'm not...
Do you know what a moderator does during a debate? You're not debating him. You're not trying to prove anything to him. Talk to me. This debate is with me. Talk to me.
I've been debating Globers for 10 years. Anti-flat earthers like yourself are a waste of time. I'm talking to the audience and I'm talking to James. James,
if it's a waste of time, why did you agree to this?
Well, because the truth needs to be revealed to people.
Nathan, I need you to debate with Ammon.
Yeah, he said we don't have a dome of vision. I just want to make sure you can see what's on screen. It says, yes, human observers perceive...
He's a moderator, not a debater.
I just want to make sure you can see. Ammon, can you see this? It says humans observe...
Yes, I'm looking at that AI overview.
Excellent,
yes.
Great. So when you said we don't have a magical dome of vision above us, AI overview disagrees with you also.
We didn't reach the super chat goal, guys, so I'm not doing 100 push-ups for you. Unless you can, if you keep giving the super chats, then and we reach past that during the end of the stream, I will do it. And I do appreciate it more than you know, right? More, here's the thing, right? I've honestly been down on YouTube since they haven't paid me for 4 months. Right, I'm literally supposed to be getting paid today again, right? Right now, but it's November, December, January, and February's pay. I have not fucking received, so I've been down on YouTube. But the support is, I am going to get that money eventually, even if I have to sue the fuckers. And I really do appreciate everything that you give and support with. So if you want to give any more super chats, remember the best thing about super chats is you can make me say whatever you fucking want. Literally whatever you want. I will just read them out. So if we get another 9 super chats by the end of the stream, I will still do 100 push-ups whilst playing an episode of A Week in Xbox. Might even play you the Star Trek one.
If you go to Stellarium, which is your globe Earth software, and you click this, it's an azimuthal grid of vision. It's a dome of vision that it puts above you. So this is what I run into every time. People who lie, or either people who are misleading people.
There's another bingo.
Or people who are misleading people because they themselves don't know the truth and haven't done the research.
Hey, Little Wolfsden, how you doing?
Every day. And
I got a bingo straight up. I've got 5 in a row. Bingo.
This is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing for you.
That's embarrassing for you. You tried to prove the horizon was Earth curve. I showed you it's a morphing.
Yeah, Zumi, as soon as I can stop playing Satisfactory, I'm going to do the Voyager game, but I can't stop playing Satisfactory. I'm currently doing a playthrough of Satisfactory where I'm making every single item in one building. I've named the building the Tower of Efficiency. Oh, thank you, Rubiks. I appreciate it.
And changes hour to hour, day to day. You said we wouldn't have 2 polls.
Are you running away from the topic again? Because I would like to address your dome of vision again. That's what we're talking about.
Well, you said we don't have one, so now we have one?
I didn't say that. So
you did. See, now you didn't say it.
No, wait, what did I just say to you?
The reason
Yes,
I
Borg,
Googled,
there's a
does the
Voyager
observer
game
have a
out.
dome of vision above them is because you said we don't have a dome of vision. above them.
Correct. And I stand by that. There's no magical dome of vision that bends the light in magical ways. Because in the thing, pull it back up. You're already sharing. Pull up your software that you trust so much. Pull it up. Yeah, pull it up. Let's look at it again.
Come on, you're gonna have to learn how to do your own research and make your own claims, bro. I'm not doing everything for you. So
It's your claim. It is your claim. I want you to pull up your claim so we can look at it. Are you not willing to show your own claim here on? Do you not stand by your own claims, or are you just going to let random things flash up on screen and hide them and hope that no one notices?
Are you here to talk or prove your global religion? Or you're here to
I'm here to talk about your proof that you brought up and are now too scared to show.
I'm not scared of anything. You show some proof of your global religion, bro.
Then bring up your tool that you brought up. I would like to talk about your tool. I said that star trails in the south do not work. You said yes, they do. Here's my proof. And now you won't show that proof again. Let's see the proof. Show. What?
I already showed all the proof in the opening, dude. So
I'm not doing it. What a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah. Okay.
you
So
want to see it
let's
again.
Yeah, I do want to see it again so we can look at it because you showed it for 5 seconds,
In the name
talked
of
about it, didn't
charity,
let me
Nathan.
talk, and then you put it down.
What was that?
In the name of charity, Nathan, it would be good if we could dissect it, if you guys could dissect it together, as Ammon's requesting.
I know. I want to talk about the Earth, bro.
But
I
I
wanna
think
talk
Ammon
about the
just wants
shape
to
of the Earth.
respond.
Okay, he can respond without me and bossing me around. So go ahead and respond, Ammon, and then we can talk about the Earth and the shape of the Earth.
You don't stand by your proof?
Is that your rebuttal?
No, I would like to.
Nathan is so fucking triggered right now. It's hilarious. I'm loving it.
Would like to talk about it while it's on screen. My rebuttal is that software is making fun of flat earthers, made by someone, a glober, making fun of flat earthers, and it requires lights to bend at almost 90-degree angles around the dome in order to make things work. Yes, it does. You can't just shake your head because you're too chicken to pull it up.
I'll pull it up for you. Here you go. And then you
thank you. There we go.
There you go.
Good boy, Nathan. Doing as you're told. Well done.
There we go. All right. Put it in the south. Put it in like Australia or something.
Oh, we'll get there. So here's at the equator. You got 2 points of rotation, and then it's going to move towards the south, and you're going to have 1 point of rotation right there. Okay?
Okay. Okay, now we're pausing it there. Okay, why do those purple stars, if you let go, why do they start moving backwards in the sky? Why is it? Because those stars now are on the other side of the dome. The stars have to bend all the way up around the dome, back around, and then back into your dome of vision there. It just doesn't work. This was made by, and now I can see, I couldn't remember his name, Walter Bislin. Walter Bislin made it, and if you go to the original, it actually says, I made this to make fun of flat earthers. What's it? You can't use it. He calls What's it out by name. The person that made this, I know he did, because you can look at the code and see exact same. This does not work. It requires your light to bend.
So what he's saying here is, and it's right, okay? So these purple stars down here are actually over here, right? So if you were looking at Walter Bislin's model, it would show that the light would be coming from over here, bending right the way round back into here. But this version of the model, which is using the code and not explaining what it is, isn't showing the path that the light would have to go. Because if you're here looking this way, there's no stars over here, right? The stars are over here. So how could you look that way and see these stars? You can't unless the light is literally, watch my cursor, the light would have to be going woo, like that. With that noise as well, specifically. Woo. Dr. Apocalypse, who's been a member for 7 months, says Nathan's proof was hidden behind the porn star in the video he was editing in iMovie. YouTube sucks. Hope they pay up soon, matey. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I've restarted the goal, and with just another 10 super chats, if we get that by the end of this stream, which will be in an hour, I will do 100 push-ups whilst playing an old cringy episode of A Week in Xbox, my old show.
Once, because those purple stars you see there are actually on the other side of the dome, the far side of the dome. That's why they're lower the horizon and moving the other direction, is because this is claiming that somehow the light transfers all the way up over the dome, back around. In fact, it needs to refract like 180 degrees backwards towards the original location. So it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. We can continue. We can go into horizons if you want to now. Nathan, I've had my fill of debunking this one.
So is the horizon physical geometric Earth curve based on the height of the observer?
Nope, it's optical.
Oh, okay. So if the horizon is optical, well then windmills disappearing behind the horizon is just an optical effect.
Everything's optical, Nathan. That's how you see things. Everything goes through optics.
Real quick though, you said the horizon's not based on observer height.
No, I didn't say. No, wait. I didn't say it's not based off of observer height. You asked if it was optical. I said it was optical. It does also based off of observer height, atmospheric conditions, and things that are in front of you. Those all affect the horizon because the definition of horizon is where the ground appears to meet the sky. That is correct. So where it appears can change based off of optical effects. You can stop sharing your screen so we don't watch your search history too.
I'm not worried.
We know that you're not worried about us seeing things on your computer, Nathan.
No, Ammon, can we stick to this? How far is the horizon for a 6-foot observer? It says for
It's
a
about 3
6-foot
miles.
observer.
What happened to Nathan's voice there? Fuck's sake. Why can't I access Married to Xbox? Where is it? That should be on there, but it's not.
Can you hear me, James?
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You just stopped talking.
I keep getting talked over. I'm sorry. So I asked him, is the horizon based on the observer height? Is the distance to the horizon based on the observer height?
And what did I say, Nathan?
You said no.
Nope, I did not. I said it
That's
does.
optical.
I said it is optical, but it also matters the observer height. You are strawmanning me and you're lying about what I'm saying. It does matter observer height, Nathan. It is just also optical because you look at it with optics. It's optical.
But does it change?
Does what change?
Does the distance to the horizon change?
Based off of optics, yes, because the atmosphere refracts the light. We both agree that atmosphere refracts the light.
All right, well, it says right here, for a 6-foot observer standing at sea level, the horizon is approximately 3 miles away.
Yeah, approximately, depending on how the refraction comes out to it.
Okay, got you. How much can refraction change the curve of the Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey, Nathan, stop sharing your screen for a second so we can actually talk in front of the audience so they can see you. I spent an entire week making this costume. I want people to see it.
I'm sorry, but what you want is not in my itinerary. So check this out.
Not your itinerary. Do you know what an itinerary is?
Yes, we're going to do this debate. So,
oh, man.
All right, advanced Earth curve calculator. How far can refraction change the horizon?
I think it's funny that you'll use Walter Bislin for this, but you downloaded the copy onto your own computer for the other Walter Bislin software.
All right, so can we talk about the horizon, or are you just going to do more waffling and sophistry, bro? I want to show you how if the observer height is 6 feet, we've got to change it over here to meters and feet, 6 feet, you're going to get a distance on surface to the horizon of 3 miles. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take refraction, and we're going to invoke standard refraction, which is 0.13. And it goes from 3 miles to 3.2 miles.
Yep. Great. Glad we agree on how refraction works.
Okay, so you think with refraction it can change, what, 0.2 of a mile?
It can change quite a bit, but yes.
Okay. Well,
so
real quick.
So you invoked standard refraction. That's like, I'm not sure.
Oh, well, I am. Harvard did a study, and it's twice the Gaussian coefficient of K. Do you know what the Gaussian coefficient of K is?
Nope.
Well, you learn something new
Explain
every
it.
day.
Explain
I will.
it.
Don't worry, bro.
Let's go. No, what is it?
I'm about to tell you, dude. You just gotta relax. I hope you're taking notes. The Gaussian coefficient of K is 0.13, standard refraction. So thanks for playing. That means that the refraction can go up to 0.26, which we'll do that for you guys.
Thanks for playing. Bingo, guys.
I want to show how ridiculous this is.
Let's get thanks for playing in the chat. If you remember, you can spam the thanks for playing emoji. So we've got about 45 minutes left. We get the 10 super chats. I'll do 100 super chats, and I will play an old episode of Weekend Xbox. Where I look like this. $10 super chats for that.
Is there
Dr. Apocalypse kicking off with £2 says get a Greg sausage roll for Rubiks yearly bonus. I mean, when you eat a sausage roll, there's lots of crumbs and stuff. So what I do is I have the trapdoor open while I eat it, and they can get the crumbs. Yeah, I do 100 push-ups, and I'll play that, of course.
Invoking imaginary amounts of refraction to say that the Earth looks flat. So we'll go to 0.26, and now you go to 3.49. So 3.5. So it went from 3 miles to 3.5 miles. The problem is, like, for example, I've got an observation over a lake from a 1-foot observer. A 1-foot observer would have standard refraction, putting it at 1.3 miles with standard refraction. Now we're going to invoke the max amount of refraction according to Harvard, which is twice the coefficient of K, and you get 1.42 miles for a 1-foot observer. Now, this is where things get interesting. Oh, sorry, am I not screen sharing?
No, you're not.
You're not screen sharing right now.
Oh, okay, I was just doing math with everyone on the Walter Bislin Earth curve calculator. But here's a laser test or light test over a lake. This is a 1 foot observer. I just showed on the Walter Bislin calendar right here. Yeah, let's do it again real quick for the audience. We got refraction at 0.26, and we've got observer height at 1 foot. That goes a 1.4 distance on surface, guys. This is heavy refraction, making the Earth look super flat, according to the Globers. The problem is we're not seeing 1.4 miles. This light on the left is 3 miles. This red light is 5 miles. This blue light is 7 miles. And the light way over here on the left is 8 miles away. So we're not talking 1.4, 1.2, 1 mile.
Yeah, you're not showing the thing you're talking about, you fucking idiot.
3, 5, 7, and 8 miles away. So I rest my case, bro. You're cooked.
You're cooked. Bingo.
Is it my turn yet?
Ammon, any thoughts?
Thank you. Okay, I was just waiting patiently for him to get done. Nathan, that lake, what lake is it?
That was a frozen lake in North America. I got the video.
Which lake was it, Nathan?
Look up frozen lake test. I don't know the exact name of the lake. I don't know the guy.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
It was the Salt Lake. It's like a mile away from my house. It's fine. Just think it's fun. Okay, so what is the Harvard paper that you read that talks about the maximum amount of refraction possible? Can you cite that source?
Yeah, I don't have it handy, but if you want to.
Oh, that's okay. Great. Great, because that's I can't find it when I do a basic Google search, so it might not be easy to find. So I was hoping that you had something to back up your claims, because as I understand it, refraction can get pretty intense, not just like a mile or two, at least from this up to like 33 to 35 arc minutes, which is like 0.5 degrees. So I don't know what Harvard thing you're talking about. You can't bring it up. So extraordinary claims made without proof can be dismissed without.
You're the one saying we live on a globe, but the atmosphere extends the physical geometric horizon that is at 3 miles for a 6 foot observer to be.
Nobody says that the atmosphere extends the physical geometric horizon. It makes it look further away. It doesn't actually extend the physical horizon, you fucking dipshit.
9 miles for a 1 foot observer. So if that's what you want to believe, you got to email Google and say, hey, bro, you need to.
I mean, you can't even tell me the lake that was on, but you expect me to believe that experiment?
That test was 8 miles. You want me to show you my test over Lake Tahoe that was 20 miles, 1 foot off the water?
The test that you weren't pointing in the right direction?
Let's do it. Sure, let's do it. We'll go ahead.
Show that one, yeah, because that one you weren't pointing in the right direction.
Wait, what do you think? I didn't look over the water?
Yeah, I think you were pointing the wrong direction.
F Grudge for €5, thank you. Craig used to be so big he looked young due to time dilation. Well, no, it's just time being going backwards. Pocket Service for €5 says, have a beer, Craig. Thank you very much. As I'm not smoking weed lately, alcohol will replace it, I guess. Although, haven't really drank any more. You know, it's been like, how many days has there been this year so far? Nearly 90. 31. So we're actually looking at like 85 days without smoking weed, guys. Thank you very much. That's 3 out of 10 super chats. If we get another 7, I'll do 100 push-ups and I'll play the cringiest thing that I've ever put on the internet. Now, here's, right, I'm not going to lie, right, here's what's going to happen. Next month, it's my 19th wedding anniversary. Been married to my incredible wife for 19 years. And we are going to have a smoke, all right, as a celebration. We're just going to get a gram between us. And we're going to have a smoke before we go out for a meal and a comedy show. Because we want the fucking giggles, right? But that's it. And I think that's how maybe I should have been using it in the past rather than fucking every day like a quarter of an ounce. So, yeah, you know, just so you guys are aware, I will be having a bit of cannabis in a couple of weeks' time. But just like 1 to 2 grams between us, we'll get it, we'll smoke it, we'll have some giggles and some laughs. We're going to go out and we're having a meal at a Gurkha restaurant, which I've never had before. I think it'll be amazing. Then we're going to watch a comedy show. Amazing. Borg says next month you do a stream every day for a month challenge. No, because I can't do that on the month that my anniversary is on. Maybe, no, can't, maybe, yeah, maybe in May. How about in May, I do a stream every day for a month challenge. Sarah Pounder says, why can't I super chat? Fucking YouTube. I don't know, try harder, I guess.
Okay, well,
let's look at it. Let's see it.
Let's show you what I was pointed at.
Is this the one that was at nighttime that was light? You used like a light? Is that the one you're talking about? You had a buddy on the other side, had a light, and you like put the camera next to the water.
Yeah, I have this flashlight right here.
So that one you weren't pointed in the right direction. The observer was pointed almost east, whereas you said that he was supposed to be pointing south. So that observer was pointing in the wrong direction, saw a light that was on a hill.
I thought we were going to watch the observation.
You're not pulling it up.
All right, well, here it is right here.
1 by land, 2 by sea, run if by 5475 says a gram of meth isn't healthy though. No, not a gram of meth.
This is the flashlight I used, guys. 200,000 lumens, and then I paired that with a Fresnel lens because the light it's dispersing in all directions like a cone. But what lighthouses do is they use a Fresnel lens, and you can look up lighthouses. They debunk the Earth curve all day. Just look up the visibility distance for the lighthouse.
No. Lighthouses are high up on hills for a fucking reason.
How tall the lighthouse is above the ground, and it will debunk the Earth curve. So I wanted to make my own lighthouse, 1 foot off the ground. I called it Operation Lighthouse. We went to Lake Tahoe, and this is me on the kayak boat launch, 1 foot off the ground. And he said I wasn't shining in the right direction.
No. The observer wasn't looking in the right direction.
You don't even. How do you know that?
Because I already looked at this.
Okay, well, every time I pan my light from left to right and right to left, you can see it in the video.
Thosa says your next bong hit is going to rip. I know. I'm fucking looking for. Honestly, like, I've not been stoned for a long time, so I think when I have my smoke for my anniversary, it's going to fucking destroy me. I can't wait.
See it back and forth. So, dude, I'm a foot off the water. I'm on the phone with them, and they're saying you can see the water splashing above my head, and they're on the other side.
Show the other side.
Was,
the other side is what matters. You were just showing that you shined a light at the water. Show the other side where you were handing it left to right, and they were syncing it up with your video, making sure that it was the right light. You didn't even show the light on the other side of the water. You just showed yourself shining the light at some water. That was freaking ridiculous. Go show the other side.
You don't think I have?
Don't do it right now. Show it right now, right here. This is this debate. You said, here's where we made the super long distance observation, and then you just shined a flashlight at the ground.
I'll show it. Don't worry. You think I don't have the video?
I love this guy. He's fucking brilliant.
Relax.
Bro. I know you have the video. You just didn't show it.
And then you can eat crow. So relax. Let me pull it up.
Dr. Apocalypse, to be fair, I pronounced Fresnel lens wrong several times. But yeah.
Okay, great.
Don't show your porn again, Nathan.
Here it is.
45 minutes for 7 super chats, guys, and I'll do 100 push-ups and play the cringiest thing I've ever put on the internet.
He's not sharing anything.
Just relax, though. Okay.
Here it is, and I'm still looking at your face.
Sure. Is it still on?
There it is.
Go from left to right.
It's a little bit too dark.
I just saw a flash.
There it again. Okay, so from 20 miles, my flashlight's going to look like a little speck of dot in the distance, but when we panned left and right, you could see it, and before I turned my light on, there was nothing there. So, 20 miles. Horizon.
Just check that again.
Relax, though, okay?
Here it is, and I'm still looking at your face.
Sure. Is it still on?
There it is.
Go from left to right.
Epic Gamer Man says, people keep saying he watched porn, he showed porn, but I watched the whole thing and I never saw it. Yeah, because they clipped it out. If you look in at the pinned link, the pinned message in this chat, that shows the porn that he showed. Well, it's censored, but ask Max and he'll send you the uncensored one. Modern Day Debates have trimmed it out.
It's a little bit too dark.
I just saw a flash.
There it again. Okay, so from 20 miles, my flashlight's going to look like a little speck of dot.
Saw nothing, Nathan. There was fuck all there.
In the distance, but when we panned left and right, you could see it, and before I turned my light on, there was nothing there. So, 20 miles. Horizon should be at 1.2 miles. Let's go to maximum refraction. Let's go to the Earth curve calculator and see what maximum refraction is doing for your globe religion. Oh, I think that's on Chrome. Okay, so for 1 foot observer, let's go. I mean, look how far the reflection. Let me put this back on. It's so hot in my RV right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm dying.
Inquisitive Infidel says gazpacho soup. So, I am Darren Rimmer.
Dude, Zoom is glitching out for me. Here we go.
Probably doesn't want you to show any more porn.
So for 1 foot observer, right, we go to no refraction, 1.2 miles. We invoke standard refraction, which is standard. I mean, and it's not Lake Tahoe, guys. Lake Tahoe is 6,000 feet above sea level. So it's not the amount of refraction or distortion you're seeing at sea level. This is why I went to Lake Tahoe. So you can Google, is there more refraction in the atmosphere the higher up you go, or is there less refraction? It's going to tell you that there's less refraction, there's less atmosphere, there's less stuff in between you and the distance to distort what you're
Guys, I don't want to send you gazpacho soup and it's cold. Send it back and ask them to fucking heat it up, all right?
In the distance. And so we'll go from standard refraction here, 1.3 miles, to double standard refraction, 0.24, Now we're at 1.4 miles. Let's see how far we got to increase standard refraction to get to 20 miles. Standard refraction is now 0.98, and we're at 10 miles. So unless we slide the refraction bar all the way over to get a distance on surface of 125 miles with an imaginary amount of refraction, making the radius value of the Earth, look, this is where it gets good. That makes the radius of the Earth 3,000. Wait.
No, Nathan, it doesn't actually change the radius of the Earth. It changes what you can see because light is bending. Your mum never hugged you, did she? Or maybe she hugged you too high. It was one of the too tight. It was one of the two things.
39, the apparent radius, 39 million miles, when the actual radius is 3,000 miles. Are you guys seeing this? It's 39 million mile radius. So the heliocentric model has been falsified by this observation. You can't invoke imaginary amounts of refraction that don't exist in nature 6,000 feet above sea level to claim we would see 20 miles from a 1-foot observer.
Great. You ready? Ready? Your boy wasn't facing in the right direction. When he walked up on the water, he was very clearly facing east.
All right. So yeah, my friends that were on Lake Tahoe with me for a week making these observations didn't know where to look. And what were they seeing? Some other flashing light
Correct. They weren't looking the right way.
in the distance?
They were just seeing houses up in the distance. That's why it was so far.
And the light from the house flashed perfectly every time I put my camera up, left to right, left to right.
Did it? I mean, I saw some pixels, but it didn't like line up with anything.
Unbelievable how disingenuous these Globers can be in their globe costumes. So that's all I got.
My globe costume. This is my Nathan Thompson costume. I made this for you, Nathan. You love it, don't you?
It's kind of weird.
It is. It is absolutely weird.
Any other thoughts?
What's weirder is that you wore one pretending you were doing a scientific experiment, dipshit.
From today's debate that you guys would like to touch on before we go to the Q&A.
I think he was mentioning the sun and the perspective because he was trying to claim that proved his globe religion. If you guys just Google lines of convergence, you're going to see the lines on the left go from the left to the right. That is an apparent movement. Lighthouse, street lights will do this. They're not actually moving from left to right. That's lines of convergence converging to a central point, a vanishing point. And the sun does the same thing. The stars do the same thing. The moon, airplanes, street lights, birds that fly over your head. They all obey the laws of perspective. So this is not a cardinal direction that the sun is moving to match your globe religion. This is just dropping due to perspective, and it's getting farther away.
Nice drum. That's not what I said. So my claim was on the same day, looking at the same direction. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the picture that I showed.
So perspective has nothing to do with the sun setting?
That doesn't have anything to do with the explanation for what I showed it, how it is moving left to right in the northern hemisphere, but right to left in the southern hemisphere, right? So on your little image here from your art book, the sun starts in the center line above the 2, and then by the time it sets, it's almost over by the 1. That is the opposite of what you said is happening. This is in the southern hemisphere when you are looking west while it
This
sets.
is one of the best destructions of Nathan Thompson that I've ever fucking come across, I must say. By the way, guys, I am streaming every day for the rest of this week. I am streaming today. Tomorrow, me and Sly Sparkane are going to expose a scammer flat earther. Thursday, me and Will are going to go over a Witsit debate. Friday, I've got a flat earth debate. Saturday, I've got a flat earth debate. Sunday, I've possibly got another flat earth debate. We will see. F Grudge for €2 says his mum dropped him on the floor repeatedly.
The sun starts above you, above the 2, and then it will set.
290 watching, guys. Thank you very much. To appreciate it.
To left, contrary to what you are talking about here with your art book.
No. Like, check this out.
Yeah.
Can I respond? I'll let you finish. So
go for it. Sorry, I apologize.
I know. Sorry. All right.
I apologize.
No problem. So if this person right here, this observer, is looking west and he's north of the equator, that would mean the sun is going to be on his left-hand side. So you're going to see the sun going from the top left to the bottom right, which is exactly what we observed. It's what he showed in the north. And then when you went to the south, this 2 is now on the left side. The sun is to his right. So
no, Nathan, if the sun is above us, going around in a circle, there is nowhere that you could stand to make it go a different direction. That's not how that fucking works. Inquisitive Infidel for $2 points out stars don't converge. That would look strange. Bit like Nathan, really. He looks pretty strange.
And obey the lines of convergence on the right side of this 2, and it's going to go from the top right to the center. And then you said when you're at the equator, it goes directly over your head and straight down. Well, if this 2 is at the equator and the sun's coming over his head, it's just going to go straight down towards the horizon. This is just you not understanding perspective, and I don't want to argue about it. I just wanted to explain it for the audience. There you
How come you didn't listen to me? The sun started above the 2 in the center, above my green screen thingy. Let's see if I can turn this off. There we go. The sun started in the center above the 2. Moved down to the left over the 1. That is not what you showed it, how it's supposed to happen. You showed it going on the top right, going to the center, which it doesn't do. It starts in the center and moves to the left. So that's opposite of what you said it was going to do.
Do you want to say that, or do you want to prove that with some evidence?
Did you not see my image?
I can't see any image. No.
Okay, it was in my opener. Let me share it again. There it is.
If you haven't yet, folks, hit that like button. We do appreciate your support. And then I'm switching over to screen share. It's not ready yet. We're still not seeing it yet, Ammon, but I can switch it back.
Share. There we
go. All right.
All right. So over the top, this is looking a little bit more left. But see how the sun doesn't end in the center of your vision? It ends over to the left. If what you were saying was true, the sun would have to end in the center of the vision, not over to the left. Right? If what you were saying was true, it is perspective. Right. Stop talking. If what you were saying is true, it is perspective. Then no matter where you are, left to right, it should go into the center where the vanishing point is. However, this is not a factor of perspective. It is moving from the top right over down to the bottom left.
Okay, that could just be due to where you screenshotted the picture. I mean, the sun could be in center frame and you just screenshotted it towards the left.
So you're calling me a liar?
No, I'm just saying it could be the snapshot or the screenshot where you took it, but this is exactly what I showed with perspective. If the sun is to the right of the two...
He's showing the direction the sun went through the day, you fucking disingenuous prick.
Then it's going to obey the lines of perspective to the right of the
little wolf's den. I love... yeah, stop talking. And he did as he was told.
Going from the top right towards the center. And if the sun is to the left...
It can go towards the center, Nathan.
That's what it is. Moving from the right to the left. That's your whole...
Towards the center, Nathan. Your claim is it's moving towards the center.
Yeah, if the observer looks directly at the sunset, the sun's going to set in the center. This is just due to your screenshot being
No, not from my observation, no.
Okay. Well,
great. That's all you've got is just to call me a liar. That's fine. You can just say that I'm lying and that you don't believe me.
I didn't show 20-mile observations. I didn't show models of the stars moving in different directions at two poles.
You showed a Glober model that was making fun of the flat Earth. You showed a 20-mile observation where your dude was looking in the wrong direction. You showed software that requires the light to bend 180 degrees backwards magically. You didn't show anything, Nathan.
All right, I guess we're going to Q&A, James. I didn't show anything. Sorry. I'll come better prepared next time.
You should.
Good fucking admission there, you dick. Inquisitive Infidel for $5 says stars would converge if you were looking in the real mirror of the aluminium Falcon as it engages its hyperdrive. Yes, I said aluminium, not aluminum, because that's what it fucking is.
I appreciate your apology for not coming prepared to a debate that you had 3 weeks of preparation for.
We'll jump into the Q&A if you guys would like. Thanks for your questions, folks. We've already got a decent list already. And a couple of quick housekeeping things if you haven't yet.
Yeah, we don't need the Q&A. Because it's just going to be Nathan crying. But once again, Nathan showing porn during the debate. Share it to the fucking world. Jake the Surgeon for $1. Thank you very much. That's 7 out of the 10 super chats, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right. This is my old channel. And as you can see, I was using a potato camera here. I literally think this was like a £5 camera. Where I was a big old fatty. Look at me wearing my Blue Lantern hoodie though, like a cool dude. Alright guys, I'm going to go and quickly use the toilet. And then we will watch this video of me. And I will do 100 push-ups, and that will be the rest of the stream. So just give me 1 minute, and I will be back. Play this in the meantime.
Pick it up, pick it up. Is it dirt? Is it potato? Watch the screen and wait for the show. What's revealed, we're dying to know. Is it dirt or a potato? Check it out. Dirt or potato? Yes or right, let's go. Dirt or potato? It's the game that steals the show. Look at the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? Right on! Can you tell what's underneath? A derpy mugshot or a root beneath? With every guess, we laugh and cheer. Is it dirt for a potato? Let's make it clear. Hang it up, give it a show. Dirt for potato, let's go. Skank it out. Is it from the dirt or a funny disguise? Could it be a tater or a pair of eyes? What's in the ground or lurking around? Dirt or potato, where will it be found? Could it be smooth or full of lumps? Maybe it's grown on someone's big rump. Get your guess in, let's see what's true. Dirt or potato, it's all up to you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? A pile of soil or a starchy friend? Guess it right and you'll ascend. Look real close, don't let it slide. Is it dirt or a potato waiting inside? Let's go, rude boys. From the garden patch or a silly trick, will you pick the right one or end up quick? Whether it's dirt or a golden spud, dirt or potato, here comes the flood. A mystery unfolds, what will it be? A lovely spot or dirt, can't you see? With every reveal, we're in for a laugh. Dirt or potato, it's the ultimate craft. Dirt or potato, guess it right, let's go. Dirt or potato, it's the game that steals the show. Beneath the earth or just pretend, a lump of soil or some dumb trend. Pick your choice, don't hesitate. Dirt or potato, now seal your fate. What's in the box, what will appear? A mash of dirt or something unclear? Make your move, we're almost through. Dirt or potato, it's all on you. Will it be fries or a dirty pile? Guess it wrong and we'll laugh for a while. Test your luck, it's time to go. Dirt or potato, let the guessing flow.
Okay, right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great. You can hang around if you like for the next bit because it's just me doing some push-ups and playing an old cringy video of mine. So yeah, enjoy that. I'm going to do 100 push-ups. I'm not going to do them all in one go. It'll probably be maybe 6 or 7 sets, but I'm going to do them whilst I play this video. So I've got 17 minutes. Enjoy. I have to warn you, this video is super cringe.
Did you see that NASA saw some sort of spaceship or something?
It's probably just those crazy UFO hunters.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You two will come with me.
I'm Captain O'Malley's twin of the Starship married to Xbox. Welcome to a week in space. I mean Xbox.
We've been keeping a close eye on these two since we dropped out of warp. Earth seems to have developed some strange new forms of punishments.
What have you observed, number one?
The female was punished for losing a video game contest.
Explain.
Well, she lost a competition and the punishments was agreed by consensus on a primitive social media platform.
How barbaric!
Indeed. Captain, in this instance, the female was forced to comply with the wishes of the many.
Intriguing, number one. I just couldn't imagine.
You don't have to. Watch this.
Hey guys, so back in episode 9 of A Week in Xbox, Emma and I started a challenge against each other to celebrate 9 years of marriage, where we'd let you guys decide on Twitter what games we played against each other, and the first one to get 9 wins would win, and the loser had to do a forfeit. So the forfeit was chosen by you, Watt. Say thank you.
Cheers.
We've put all the ice in the bath. So ice cubes. So go ahead, Emma. Got a timer.
Show them the timer.
60 seconds.
Oh shit, it's
Go.
on.
How's it feel?
It's fucking cold.
You gonna lie down?
No.
You gotta lie down like you would do in a bath. Tell me what you think of you, Watt, at this point.
He's a dick.
We've got 30 seconds to go, honey. That's not too bad, is it? Go on, let's see how far you can get down.
That's about as far as I'm going. Oh, shit.
Like, oh my goodness me, that is very, very cold.
It's like being in a lake.
We do live in Scotland, so we're kind of used to this. How you feeling?
Not good.
We've got 5 seconds left. I think she's done pretty well here, guys. So we're going to start again. Thanks very much for all your votes on YouTube. Captain, I've been reviewing their computer systems, and I have found the initiation of another challenge, which will likely result in further punishment. On screen! After I won the first to 9 challenge, we decided to reset the score, and we are going to do a continuous first to 5 with a forfeit for the loser each time. Make sure you follow us on twitter.com/married2xbox to choose the game we play. For the first game of our new versus challenge, we chose mobile game Transverse by Provocateur Studios, after we were contacted on Twitter by the developers and challenged to see who could go the furthest.
Level 2, baby. Ooh, that was tight. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is getting hard.
Right, so this is my first attempt. 3, 2, 1.
70. Okay, so my second attempt. Level 10. That's just going to be the ear. Yeah, okay. Getting faster.
Right, I need to do a lot better on this one or I'm totally screwed. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Nervous now. Oh.
80.
Oh, only level 7. Obviously, women are better at multitasking. Number 1, we need to continue our investigation of Earth and find out what has happened.
Uh-huh.
Number 1, are you listening to me?
Sorry, Captain. I was distracted by this new training system. Some kind of virtual reality interface that helps you to learn Starfleet procedures.
Oh, really, Number 1? Please report.
Aye, sir. If you could direct your attention to the view screen.
Star Trek Online is a very successful MMO originally released for PC in January 2012 and has most recently become the best MMO to be ported to consoles. This game is addictive, if you're a Trekkie that is. The story continues the timeline after Romulus was destroyed by the supernova in the recent Star Trek reboot movie franchise, so whilst the movies have gone back to the time of Kirk, in this game you continue the adventures of the Federation in a galaxy with the Romulans all but wiped out. You can choose to start your adventure with one of 3 factions: the Federation, the Klingon Empire, or the much weakened Romulans. Once you've chosen your faction, you create a character and can choose from many Star Trek species, including Ferengi, Vulcan, Andorian, or more. Or you can just create a completely new species using the obscene amount of sliders and colour choices. Missions are relatively simple and either take the form of awesome space combat or third-person away team missions that remind me very much of the first Mass Effect game. With space combat, you have to manage your shield strength, your weapon systems and maneuverability, and can switch emergency power between systems on the fly, depending on what the situation requires. There you go, 100 push-ups. And this can lead to some very intense battles as you wait precious seconds for your specials, which are controlled with the bumper buttons and radial menus to recharge. The space battles also look incredible amongst the detailed planetary systems, asteroid fields and nebulas. When travelling between star systems is required, you go to Sector Space, where you can select a destination from the galaxy map and travel there. This can sometimes take a while, even at maximum warp, so this is a good time to manage your inventory. You can upgrade the ship's systems and individual members of the crew, and even promote crew members if they have performed well. I've only played about 24 hours of this,
and that is nowhere near enough to see all this great MMO has to offer. If you're unsure of all the StarTech stories up to the start of this game, fear not. Head over to Netflix where all 700 episodes are available.
Sir, we seem to have intercepted a worldwide news communication. What is the source, Mr. Data? Reading the source as M2X News Studios, Captain. This could be important and aid us in our investigation. On screen. So cringe. Yeah, and if you've just joined us, a quick recap of today's biggest story. YouTube and Xbox Live's premier gaming couple appear to have been kidnapped.
Reports of a strange object orbiting the planet are also being looked into as the two stories may be connected.
Whilst this is investigated, we will give you a quick rundown of this week's Xbox news. EA dropped a new trailer for Star Wars Battlefront Death Star DLC, which is due for release on the 20th of September.
New characters, a boss and Chewbacca were shown off, as well as a mission where you destroy the Death Star. Is this finally like the shooter Star Wars fans envisioned? The Battlefield 1 beta became the biggest beta in EA's history.
Even though the Battlefield 1 beta spent a long time offline and was full of bugs, pulled in an impressive 13.2 million players over the 6 days it was online. Ubisoft confirmed that their new South Park game, The Fractured Butthole, has been delayed into 2017.
The development team said they have delayed the game to make sure it meets the high expectations of fans. Do you have plans to stream the BioShock collection from your Xbox One on Twitch? Well, bad news.
For some reason, the BioShock collection does not have native streaming support for either Twitch or YouTube from the Xbox One or PS4. 2K Games haven't confirmed that this is intentional and have not offered a fix. Right, we are going to carry on our investigation, looking out for Emma and Craig. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Very interesting, Captain. I will analyse the data and bring you a report as soon as possible. Very good, Mr. Data.
Sir, we're receiving a hail from the planet. Community headquarters.
Well, it seems we have got their attention. On screen.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Murray, and I am here to play video games and entertain you all. And the best way I describe myself is that the only profession I have is making a complete fool of myself, which is entirely true. I am a complete nerd. I am a dork, and I am a giant goof who has zero shame. And I love video games. I will play any game I can get my hands on. Seriously, if there is a video game out there that you want me to play, comment below, let me know, and I will happily play it just for your guys' entertainment. But video games aren't the only passion I have. For example, I love animals, I love video production, and most of all, I love
the
people.
weekly spotlight of other people
And
in the
that's
gaming
why I'm
community.
here. I enjoy entertaining others, and I want to be a part of a community where we do bigger and better things, and we encourage one another, and we help one another out. And that's why I wanted to do this. That's why I wanted to start this channel. And I'm extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to produce videos. And I just wanted to take this time to thank you all for even taking this small part out of your day to watch this single video, because it means a lot to me that you're even doing this much. And so feel free to look around the channel. If you like what you see, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button right there. And until next time, I'll be seeing you guys. Bye.
Captain, we've come under attack!
Report! They appear to have strong community support. We are coming under fire from multiple points on the surface. We are receiving a transmission. Audio only. Play it!
We are Microsoft. You are taking our earlier gaming couple. We will get them back. Resistance is futile.
Captain, our systems seem to have been invaded by a hostile computer virus. It is filling our memory banks with footage from a 21st century video game called Recore. It is displaying on all monitors.
Recore is the second new IP from Mega Man creator Kiichi Inafune to come out this year, after Mighty No. 9, and in my opinion is much more worthy of the Mega Man successor title. This is fantastic, full of exploration, combat, leveling up, and a great story. Roughly 200 years in the future, you play as Jewel, one of the first volunteers to New Human Colony Far Eden. Earth has been ravaged by the Dust Devil Plague. After failing to fight the disease, a company named Mandate sent thousands of robotic drones called Corebots to a planet many light years away. The Corebots were supposed to start terraforming the planet to make it suitable for the human colonists that were sent shortly after the Corebots. Jewel wakes up after 200 years in cryosleep to find most of the colonists have disappeared and the Corebots seem to have malfunctioned and become corrupted. This sets the backdrop for an adventure through a beautiful sand-coloured planet full of hostile robots intent on your demise. The graphics are stunning, the gameplay is solid and the story is compelling. The game has obvious influences including both Mega Man and Metroid, but manages to hold up on its own merits with the fun and refreshing game mechanics. Combat is simple yet challenging as the enemy robots you encounter have different coloured cores which you have to match with the different coloured ammunition you collect. You have up to 2 robot companions with you, including K9 Mac and hulking gorilla-like Duncan. Each robot has different abilities you need to use to navigate the world, including Seth, who attaches to rails placed around the environment that allows you to reach previously unreachable areas. You level up Jewel and her weapon by playing, but each Corebot you have needs leveling up at Jewel's Crawler Hideout, where you can research and install new parts for each robotic companion. You also infuse each bot with fusion power collected from the cores of your defeated enemies. I am 12 hours in and still not finished, but I'll be very happy to go back to it and continue exploring Far Eden. Look out for a full review soon. Captain, we've lost control of all systems. Unauthorised transport detected.
Captain, it appears the Recore virus reprogrammed our main computer to transport Emma and Craig back down to the surface. It then initiated a cascade overload in the antimatter containment chambers.
Eject the warp core.
Ejection systems are offline. The warp core breach is imminent. All hands! Abandon ship! I repeat, all hands! Abandon!
Bloody hell, did that really just happen?
That was awesome! I want to do it again. Craig to Starship, married to Xbox. Come in. Beam me up. Energize.
Well, it looks like we're staying here for now, Craig. Good thing too. Just in time for the comments.
First up is this comment from Lee's final word on last week's show.
Lee Boy remarks about my wittiness and his deep desire for Craig to don a Robin suit.
Not gonna happen. I am Sir the Batman here.
Let us know in the comments if you agree. Next up is this comment on my 5 top games made in Scotland list video. New YouTuber says, the graphics are amazing. Yes, but sometimes the dynamic weather system doesn't work properly and it gets stuck on wind and rain.
Yeah, the weather systems are definitely mucked up. No other place can you have the weather of all 4 seasons in the space of one day. Next, this comment on last week's show.
You Watch recommends the forfeit that I completed for me to get into an ice cold bath for 60 seconds. Sadly, we didn't have a Robin suit.
Last comment from Marvel's New 4, Lee's final word on Emma's list video.
Lee Boy said he didn't know that Scotland rocks.
Yeah, Scotland does rock. That's why Emma told me we had to live here.
If you haven't already, please check out my 5 top games made in Scotland by clicking on the link. Thank you for watching our 25th episode of A Week in Xbox. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the show.
Comment for a chance to be featured on next week's show, and please hit that subscribe button so you never ever miss anything else from M2X again. Bye! Hey, Emma, I snagged one of them shiny com badges.
What do you plan on doing with that?
Well, getting in contact with aliens and stuff. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello? Yes, this is the USS PlayStation. We had our own theme tune and everything. Oh, there we go, guys. That is today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow for a stream with Slice Arcane at 10 PM UK time, where we are going to expose a Flat Earth scammer. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support and love. It means the absolute world to me. Sorry that you know, I've not been around as much as normal. Like I said, a bit down on YouTube with all the shit that's happened, but you know, I'm here, and I'm going to be here for the rest of the week. Got streams every day this week. Thank you very much. I love you all. Not you, Gary. You know what you fucking did. Remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat Earth.